Hello and welcome back to FM22, hopefully helping you get the best out of Football Manager. My name is Rhys, and coming up in today's show, we've got a list, an amazing list, of about 18 of the cheapest Wonder Kid bargain strikers in Football Manager 2022 that go on to be absolute class. So do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Loads of this kind of content coming out from me. Hit the like button. We've got a target of 500 likes for this video. We can only do it with your help. And let's start off with player number 1. So with each player, we'll look at what they're like now, first off, and then we're going to go into 10 years time to see what they develop into in 2031. Okay, first up, Alexis and Tamac. Okay, he's a 16-year-old French guy here playing at Toulouse, finishing 14 of first touch 14, as well as determination, flair, a little bit of natural fitness, and a little bit of acceleration and pace, right? Just wait and see how good this guy turns out in 10 years time. It's remarkable. You can pick him up here for £325,000 at the start of the game. It's a no-brainer for me, this guy. Get Alexis and Tamac. Next up, we got Mateusz Muzialowski playing for Liverpool in the under-23s. Dribbling 14, finishing 13, first touch 13. Okay, so not someone who's going to walk into your team straight away, I wouldn't have thought. He's got acceleration and agility, can play anywhere at the front of the pitch. My scout is telling me that like, he's got a fair amount of pace, etc, etc. You can pick him up for around £1 million at the start of the game, which is not to be sniffed at. PK next, playing in the Barcelona B team. He's 18 years old. You can see already, right, those attributes are bubbling up quite a lot. Finishing 14, acceleration 14, off the ball 15, for example. My scout tells me we can pick him up for between £5 and £6 million, and he is a fairly consistent performer, which is an amazing stat to have. Ibrahima Kole next then, and again, dribbling, finishing the first touch, all 13s and 14s, agility 15, and determination 16. Very comfortable in any of the attacking areas, and my scout tells me that here we've got a spirited individual and a fairly consistent performer. You'll pick him up for between £1 and £10 million, right? But I'm assuming it'll be closer to the 1. Yuri Alberto next, a Brazilian player. Okay, let's get those Brazilians in. Acceleration, pace, finishing, determination. You can see he's going to be a good player. Scout is telling me here in 2021 that he is a fairly consistent performer and that we can pick him up for between £7 and £10 million. Incidentally, all the players on this list today are going to be available for under £15 million at the start of the game. So listen, you may have heard of them. They may not be so obscure. Some of them you may never heard of, or some of you may never heard of any of them. Gonzalo Ramos next, right? Again, you can see finishing, dribbling, technique. We'll fast forward to 10 years time in a little bit, so don't forget to hang on for that, because these guys are going to be absolutely sick, I promise you. Composure 14, anticipation 14, aggression 14. Look how many 14s he's got, right? If he can raise those 14s to 16s, you're talking about a hell of a player here. He's got the fairly consistent performer badge here, which is excellent. And you can see the transfer value is between £11 and £15 million. Nils Mortimer then, after that, again, you can see dribbling, finishing, first touch, all 13 and above. He's playing at the Barcelona B team, right? Okay, so he's already at a really good club. Left-footed, fast, and my scout tells me we can pick him up for about £3 million. Get yourselves over to Barcelona, bring your shopping trolley with you, pud yourself a little Nils Mortimer in that trolley, and make sure you scan it at the checkout, because he is an absolute bargain. João Rezende next. Again, looking at the Holy Trinity there, dribbling, finishing, a first touch, not too bad, and he's only 18. Determination 16, flair 14. Listen, this guy is going to be excellent. Just you wait until 10 years time. You can pick him up for like between 850 grand and 1.8 million. And again, look, fairly consistent performer. Louis Barry next, playing at Ipswich on loan from Aston Villa. A young English kid, right? 14 acceleration, 15 natural fitness, 14 finishing already. He's going to be good. Our scout's telling us he's a fairly consistent performer, but obviously he's got the English tax, right? You're going to pay a little bit over the odds for Louis Barry. But crucially, you'll get him for under £15 million, right? So somewhere between £8 and £11 million, you'll probably be able to agree to sign Louis Barry. But obviously he is on loan straight away, right? So it depends how urgently you need this striker. Mateus Arezzo next, probably no stranger to any of you who played the last Football Manager game. He was an insane wonder kid in that game as well, and nothing's changed here apart from how cheap he is, right? You can see he's going to be excellent. Look at that Holy Trinity, 13, 14, 14, as well as 14 free kick taking, and he's got heading of 16 already. But you can pick him up for less than 2 million quid at the start of the game. Orezo is a no-brainer. He's a very consistent performer. We know about him from last year, but he's still amazing. Marcos Leonardo next, another Brazilian, 18 years old, finishing 14 and composure 14, all ready as well as off the ball. The three kind of main stats that I look for in my strikers, really: finishing, composure and off the ball. For between 5 million and 8 million you can pick him up, and again he is a fairly consistent performer. Then we got Esposito. He's out on loan at the moment to Basel from Inter Milan, which is a bit of a weird one, so he won't come to you straight away. We know he's quite a high profile player, right? And you can see that he's got some stats which are bubbling up, and as a 19-year-old you can see that these stats are going to pop. My scout tells me he's a fairly consistent performer, and you'll be able to pick him up for under £15 million. Julian Alvarez, acceleration 14, natural fitness 15. He's only a 21-year-old Argentinian player. He's going to be really good. Every simulation I've looked at, he's absolutely amazing. Off the ball 15, long shots 15 as well. Let's have a look at his scout report, because my scout is telling me under 5 million quid you're going to pick him up for, and he's a fairly consistent performer. There's so many bargains this year in Football Manager, it's insane. Amin Gyouri next, and I apologise for my pronunciation, it's not always the best. But look at that holy trinity he's got there: dribbling, finishing and first touch. 15 on all of them. 21-year-old French player, determination 16 here, flair 16 and off the ball 16. He's ready to go right now. In terms of transfer value, between 10 and 13 million pounds, and you can see again a fairly consistent performer. Martin Santriano, a Uruguayan 20-year-old with 14 finishing already, 14 anticipation, 15 determination. Could he be the next Diego Forlan or even the next Cavani? I mean, he is 6'2" and he's decent at heading. Again, my scout tells me he's a fairly consistent performer, and we can pick him up for about 10 million quid. Giacomo Raspadori next. On the higher end of the purchase prices here, we managed to pick him up for just under 15 million pounds in this save here. Really, really good player though. Look at that finishing, first touch, flair, off the ball already 15 and above, agility, acceleration and natural fitness the same. 21 years old. My scout tells me that he's a fairly consistent performer, and again, look, my scout thinks it's slightly more, 17 to 24 million, but again we managed to pick him up just underneath using a bit of jiggery pokery. Firmino then, again another player who's on loan from Villarreal to Mallorca here, so you won't be able to get him straight away, but look how good he is, right? 20 years old, finishing 16, aggression 16. That's a good trait to have in your strikers, trust me. Jump and reach 16. He's 6'3", and he can head the ball as well. My scout tells me he's a fairly consistent performer, and we can pick him up for 15 million quid. Maybe they're not all under 15 million quid. This guy's spot on 15. Benjamin Sesko next. He looks like a hero of this year's Football Manager. A Slovenian powerhouse, 6'4" with good jump and reach. 18 years old with stats like these already. It's time to go 10 years in the future to see how these guys are developed. Come with me. Okay, so here we are in the future. Welcome. I'm going to load up my bargain Wonderkids strikers list from the past, and we'll go through them, see what they look like. Spoilers, they look absolutely sick. If you want to download the shortlist, I do make them available to the patrons. It's as easy as clicking load shortlist bargain Wonderkids strikers, and here it is. Click the link, I'll remember to put it up there. Most importantly though guys, don't forget to hit that like button. We've got a target of 500 likes today. Should be easily achievable, but only with your help. And don't forget to subscribe if you like the content, because plenty more coming your way. Fear Nino first, or Nino, finishing 16. He's got it right. Composure 15, aggression 16, and off the ball 15. These are the ones that you need. Look at that jump and reach though as well, and heading. 6'3" is going to score you a lot of goals. Looking into his history, is that the case? Well, yeah, you can see he scored 15 goals in 2026 and 15 goals in 2029 for Levante, of all places. Amin Gyouri then, we're going to go from the worst kind of rated to the best rated, so stick around to see the best at the end, because the best are pretty good. 15, 15, 14 here, 16 determination, flair and off the ball. He was really good at the start. He doesn't seem like he's gone up too much. Let's have a look to see if he's fulfilled his promise of banging in some goals. Okay, 12 goals in 2026 for Ajax and 14 goals in 2027 Newcastle, who paid 48 million for him, is pretty good, right? And he's got an average rating of 7.08. Ibrahima Kohli next then, finishing and first touch of 14. His mentals are really good, determination 15, flair 16, and his physicals are excellent as well, with pace, acceleration, agility, and natural fitness and balance, all 15 or above. Has he banged in the goals? He's never had a double-figure goal season. 9 goals for Basel, who he joined for 9 million from Brentford. Average rating of 6.99, so he's almost got that average rating of 7. Everton then buy him for 10.5 million, and I think that's kind of his level, right? An Everton type of player, I think, in Ibrahima Kohli, which isn't a bad thing. Nils Mortimer next then, remember, we went over to Barcelona with our trolley, we popped him in, and he's come out trumps, right? Flair, composure, and agility all above 16. Maybe he hasn't quite delivered on his attributes that he promised at the start of the game, but he can score goals, right? He scored 14 goals in 2023 in the B team for Barcelona, 12 goals in 2024 for APOL in Cyprus, and 11 goals the following season when he went on a free transfer to Parma. An average rating of 7.1 throughout the years is quite good. Louis Barry next then. How did our English wonder kid get on? Well, he's 27 years old here. He's got some good stats, right? 15 finishing and first touch with 16 composure, 16 flair, 16 acceleration. Looking at his history, he can bang in the goals as well. Look at that. 20 goals for Crystal Palace in 2027 when they signed him for just 2.7 million. His average rating over the years is 6.97, just falling short of the magic 7 mark, unfortunately, for Louis Barry, but definitely someone I'd recommend signing. If you can pick him up for 2.7 million, bargain. PK next, agility 16, but that's his only green, which is surprising. He's 28 years old now. Quite a few 15s if you look at determination, off the ball, acceleration, balance, and natural fitness, for example. Looking into his history, he's banged in some goals. Like 15 goals in 2026, followed by 15 goals in 2027, and 10 goals in 2028. An average rating of 7.08 makes him quite a good player in my eyes. This is the one though. Can you remember Alexis and Tamak, right from the start of the video? We weren't too sure about him, but look how well he's developed in this save here. Finishing 16, first touch 16, heading 16, off the ball 16, flair 16, composure 16, acceleration, agility, natural fitness, pace. He's insane. Looking at his history, he's got an average rating only of 6.78 though, which is disappointing. But he's banged in 16 goals, 13 goals, 17 goals, 15 goals, 11 goals, 11 goals, 10 goals. This man just scores goals, man. And we got João Rosende, really well-rounded, I would say, right? Dribbling, finishing, first touch there, 14s and 15s. Off the ball and flair, 16, as well as agility and balance. Looking at his history, double-figure goals just the one season in 2029 when he went to Schalke, or the year after he went to Schalke, for 8.75 million. An average rating of 6.95 just falls short of the magic 7 number. Esposito, he's got 16 finishing, 16 first touch, 16 agility, 16 jump and reach, 16 determination, 16 technique, and 17 natural fitness. Has he banged in the goals? Let's see. He's playing for Almeria here. He's played for Lazio in the past. Basel out on loan. Yeah, look, he can bang the goals, and we knew it. 7.5 his average rating over the years is. 12 goals, 16 goals, 18 goals, 18 goals, and 13 goals. He's a goal machine. Yuri Alberto finishing 15. Couple of greens there as well. Acceleration, agility, and pace. Off the ball 15, as well as anticipation 15. Let's have a look at his history, because I can see this guy scoring goals, right? Oh, and there it is. He's nearly hit the 20 figure. 19 goals for Hoffenheim in 2028. 15 the year before that, as well as 15 in 2024, followed by 12 goals in 2025. He's a goal machine, 7.09 average rating over the years. He's a consistent performer. Arezzo next, the Football Manager prodigy himself. Finishing 15, first touch 16, and heading of 16, composure 15, off the ball 14, acceleration, agility both 15. He's got everything you need, right? If you had a recipe and you had a big old cauldron, that's what you'd put in it if you wanted to make a world-class striker who's going to score you bags of goals, right? Let's have a look at his history, see if he's done it. Ooh, he's had quite a checkered history. He only played one game in 2027 and one game in 2027. Okay, 2 games in 2027-28, but he's also had 2 clubs. And he played 7 games for Wolfsburg in 2029. What are these teams playing at? He's got an average rating of 7.9. Like, he scored 13 goals in 2022. When he does get a decent amount of games, he can score double digits, like 12 goals, 17 goals. Oh, he's been criminally mismanaged. That's sad to see. Marcos Leonardo next then, the 27-year-old Brazilian with finishing 15, composure 15, and off the ball 15. The 3 favourites for me of stats, all 15. Surely that means he's going to score some goals. Let's have a look. Bang! Double figures quite a lot. 10, 10, 12, 19 goals. Followed by 9 and 6. Followed by 16, followed by 9, followed by 18, followed by 8, followed by 12 goals for Bournemouth. In just 23 appearances here. That's pretty sick. Martin Santriano again finishing 15, composure 15, and off the ball 15. But look at the stats around that as well. Agility, balance, jump and reach, stamina, anticipation, determination, and heading. All green. I'm scared to look at this guy's history. He must have quite a lot of goals. Yeah, he doesn't disappoint. He's gone over 20 in 2029 in a season. 22 goals in that season. 13 goals the season before, as well as a smattering of double digits, 14, 11, and 10 in the seasons 2024, 2025, and 2026. Gonzalo Ramos finishing at only 14 this time, but look, composure 15, concentration 15, off the ball 15 again, natural fitness 16, balance 16, agility 16, work rate, look at that, 15, and vision 15 as well. Quite saucy. Okay, this guy is bringing the sauce. 20 goals in 2024, 16 goals in 2022, 10 goals in 2028, playing for Liverpool, and then he moved to Chelsea. He did the old Fernando Torres, and his average rating is 7.22, which is very, very high. Mark my words, that is a high number. Starting the top 4 now, Julian Alvarez comes in with first touch 16, finishing 15, composure 16, and off the ball 16, flair 18, natural fitness 16. He's going to have banged in some goals. Surely the Argentinian 30-year-old here in 2031. But, oh, only 2 double digits. 14 goals in 2021 back in South America, and 14 goals in his first season at Liverpool. But he never gets better than that and never gets another double digit. Poor 7.12 as an average rating, though, is very, very good indeed. Don't be dismayed. Maximo Ramirez is a regen, so we're actually in the top 3. Let's get rid of him. Benjamin Sesko, you remember him before. He was last on our list at the start, which meant he was like one of the best. Look at his physicals. Acceleration, agility, balance, jump and reach, natural fitness, and pace. Off the ball 17. Penalty taken. Well, he's going to score some goals, isn't he? Even if they're all just pens. Okay, here we go. 23 goals in 2028 for Inter Milan. 17 goals in 2029. 14 goals in 2024. And 2026, 12 goals as well. Sesko, get him into your sides, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure there's other people out there talking about Sesko, and I will not be any different. Top of the tree, though, I told you he's one of my favourites. Raspadores, 16 finishing, first touch 16 here in this save, 17 off the ball, flair 16, determination 16, technique 16, anticipation 16, agility, balance, and natural fitness all in the green. Looking at his history, oh, wowzers. 20 goals, 14 goals, 12 goals, 17 goals, 12 goals, playing for Juventus, played for Milan, played everywhere, an average rating of 7.19. That has been your list. Please remember to hit that like button, try and get us to that 500 like target. Hit subscribe if you are new, plenty of these videos on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to download this short list, I'll just bring it up for you now. You can join the Patreon community for as little as £2, I think. And everyone gets every single short list from every single video. Thank you so much for your support. See you again.